The CEO's blog this week, once again, we're in COVID-19, still there. However, the highlights of the week were certainly around the state, and for one young man, Tom ISON, 5 winners at Tamworth were something to watch. He was supported along the way to a lesser degree by another outstanding young driver in Jack Callahan, who drove a double. But for young Tommy and Roy Reach Jr., what a day. Roy Reach Jr., of course, having 4 of those 5 winners. And for Tony Misson, the local trainer, it was great to see Tony win a race or 2 at Tamworth as well. As we talk about the stars, and they're probably the stars of the future up in the north, there's a former star, many years ago I must say, Ray White, but his driving effort on My Name's Needy at Wagga in the 2-year-old was something to see. Punters who had certainly supported the fancied favourite may have been in a bit of trouble, or thought they were in a bit of trouble, until Ray White weaved his magic, and seeing this to the line is something really special.
Flawless hit the lead from Aurelian to the outside. Reddell going back to the inside as Thanks Unk. It's Flawless, 100 to go, being joined by Reddell. Me Name's Needy starting to flash through. Leighton getting right up on the inside. Thanks Unk, big finish in the first, but Me Name's Needy. Bring a drive where Ray White has got through. And
just an update on the Tabcorp Regional Championships. The conditions are basically same as what they were for the $1 million race, but in this case, we've had to make amendments with the 2 rounds of heats and winners only into the final. There will be a little bit of a trick there if a winner does come from the second round who competed and ran second in the first round, but we'll worry about that at the time. But what trainers really have to do is go to the website, have a look at those minor changes, but significant changes to the conditions. The second round of heats will be drawn, and horses that didn't qualify automatically for the final may well be included in that second round. So I suggest to trainers and owners, go and check out those conditions to make sure that come early May, your horse is ready to race, and you know exactly what you need to do to make those rich $100,000 finals, which were granted Group 1 status by Harness Racing Australia only this week. As we all knew, regionalisation wasn't going to be an easy exercise. There were going to be people that, didn't get the best out of it, and there were others that were probably advantaged. One of the things that we're experiencing now is an influx of horses in all the regions, not just in the Metropolitan or the Riverina or the Western Districts or in the Hunter Northwest. It's in all the regions. Therefore, we have had to address the programming and the field selection. So in the coming days there will be changes. What we're trying to provide to everyone is an opportunity to race. We thought it would be every week, possibly every fortnight, but it's really blown right out with the number of horses that are being nominated. We've never seen the number of horses previously in racing at this time of the year. So I suggest to trainers, we will certainly put the alerts out. Go to the website. They will be on the website under the COVID-19 banner, and have a look at what those changes are and how you can best adapt to what they are. We have to provide for those people that can't go to every single race meeting. And whether you're coming from Leeton to Wagga, or from Parks or Dubbo to Bathurst, or wherever it is, Canberra up to Menangle or Penrith, we have to provide you with an opportunity. And not everybody can go to every single meeting, and there's work commitments and what have you. So what we've tried to fashion there in what we're going to release is to give you the opportunity, and it's based on how long between starts. We've looked at this carefully. We've listened to quite a few people very intently. So this should deliver. But as I say, the number of horses that we have currently in the horse pool is so large that we haven't experienced this previously. As I said, again, regionalisation wasn't going to be the easiest thing, but it was the only thing we could present so that we keep racing and racing on. And I think, and many people have got so much gratitude to the fact that they can race, whereas other sports can't. So stick to it. The protocols are there for you to follow, and when we talk about protocols introduced from this week will be the temperature testing. There was a little bit of a hold up with getting the mechanisms to take the temperatures accurately and correctly, so that will be rolled out at each of the venues coming up in this week. So COVID-19 is with us. It's moving on. We hope to see an end to it. We don't quite know when. But everybody, if we stick together with this, we're all in it together, we will survive, we will race right through, and we will have something to look forward to when the coronavirus is eradicated. To end the CEO's blog this week, a big shout out to Joey Pace. He's been in hospital in intensive care. He's pulling through, which is great. Joey, we all know Joey, we all love Joey. Bloke that always has a bit of a joke when he's at the track, so all the best to you and Margaret, and a speedy recovery. And on another note, which isn't quite as good, is that Peter Sullivan has been readmitted to hospital, primarily for checkups. He hasn't been in too good a health for some time, so our hopes go out for you as well, Peter. And to end the blog this week, Rocky, our horse that we, Karen Kemp, Flora, Robson and the crew here at Harness Racing New South Wales had got accepted into the police force. He was looking so well. Have a look at this picture. How can he fit the mark? A standardbred in the police force? First up. But anyway, what's unfortunately happened, he's suffered a little bit of injury, so we may not be able, all of the police may not be able to progress with him. But at all times we're looking for candidates. So if you have a candidate of a horse that we may be able to get trained up to be trialled for the police force, just contact Kate here at Harness Racing New South Wales, or Flora or Karen at the Breeders Association. They're there to help. The rehoming company, which is formed, is fully behind these endeavours and other endeavours. So if you have any suggestions when it comes to rehoming horses, giving us a candidate potentially for the police force, just contact us here, and we'll do what we can to show people that standardbreds are the perfect horse to rehome for any activity whatsoever. That's the CEO's blog for this week. We'll see you all again next week. Stay well, stay healthy, and remember, hygiene is the driver behind eradicating the coronavirus, and we want to keep racing, so stick to the protocols and race on and race well and race with success. Thank you.